and Namaste. And Namaste means this is two palms. This is the duality, and that has to be come to one. And it is oneness from my heart. I am wishing you good health and peace and a great day. So Namaste again. I got birth to a Rishi called Bharadwaja family. Bharadwaja was a 5,000 years old saint, and our family's root is there. And in that root, my father's name was Prafula Chandra Mishra. Prafula means celebration. Prafula is Sanskrit word. This means celebration. And Bharadwaja is our title, used to be. And I got a birth in that family in the eastern state of Orissa. It is in India, it is a eastern state, southeastern state. It is called Orissa, the state name. Like it, this is Maine, that is Orissa. And Orissa's capital is Govaneshwar. Like Augusta is the capital of Maine. So I got birth to another state's capital. And my childhood was a little unusual. I was very energetic, not want to be controlled by anybody. And when I used to be 1.5, 2 years old, in summer, our father used to take us to the with folding cots to outside of the house to take rest in the late evening. I used to look at the sky. I used to remember my past births. Then at the age of 9, I had my thread ceremony. It is a initiation, they call it initiation. Then I met my Himalayan teacher. So he was a yoga acharya. Then the day I met him, I remembered all my yogas in one day. It was my habit pattern. And that moment I saw him, I remembered my. So one day I remembered all those things, and still my deepest respect for him always, because I got reminded when I met him. Thereafter, my quest was always about unknown, but nobody was able to answer my questions. Then one day I ran away from home to Himalaya, and there I went to ashram. But ashram was very rigid, ritualistic. Military rules. So I stayed there few days. Then I saw that nobody can answer my question here. Then I left there. I came back. I studied and I finished my post-graduation in history. So I came to know about European history, American War of Independence, French Revolution, Rousseau, Voltaire, George Bernard Shaw, all these things. I influenced by a few of them in my young days. Because I came to conclusion, if I will be restricted with rules and systems, then there will be no development of my journey towards soul will happen. Because from morning to evening, it is a military imposing. So there is no possibility of mind development. So that realization came. So I saw that my economical independence is important. And for that, this external education is important. So I studied up to post graduation. Then luckily I got a job in a multinational. It is called Unilever group of company. I was in their tea division. I was selling tea. So I worked 10 years. It was very difficult for me because boss is always right. I disagree with that. Because so we came to an agreement after 10 years of service that better you leave, let us stay peacefully and do our job according to our own way. And you are a disturbance because you challenge all those time. You speak with the truth. Of course, I used to be hardworking, and so they used to punish me to send me to the interiors, foothills of Himalaya, jungles. So that was a blessing for me. I used to get the opportunity to visit many energy points in India on those years. So that punishment used to be blessing for me. So how it starts. Then enough is enough. I got tired of them. They got tired of me. But I was blessed with my economical independence. Then I say goodbye. Very briefly, I worked in the Middle East. Again, same situation. I used to work for one watch company, Japanese watch company called Seiko. On those days, it was very familiar brand. So then there was same issue, and so I I was getting suffocation. So I left the job. Then I felt that this is a things are happening where I can be contented. Then I came back to India. I started pursuing my why I am discontented in this world. Then I went to different school. But I came to conclusion no school can answer your question. They are having their limitation. They are following somebody. They are projecting. And what they are not speaking that. They are speaking something which is told to them to speak. So I try to do my own seeking. And I reached to my oneness in December 23rd, 2002. So my duality concluded, dissolved on that day completely. And I felt very contented, very energetic, very inside, very, very much compassionate, and one focused way towards my source within. And I was round the clock. I used to meditate. I used to dance. I used to traveling by happening. So in 2004, December 19, I got the experience of beyond body and mind. It is called Nirvana in Buddhism. In Buddhist, Buddha used to call it Nirvana. In Indian masters, they used to call the name Shiva. So that is there, it is Turiya. So different words, but it is same. So it is beyond body and mind means beyond death experience. So after that experience also, I was staying in my previous birth's master's place. It is little mysterious to talk about my previous birth. But I remembered when I enter into oneness, I was attracted to there. So I was welcomed to a strange place. It was inside the woods, jungles. We called it jungle in India. So it was welcoming me. It was known to me. Then I stayed there after 2002, up to 2010, till I came to US. I used to, by happening spontaneously, I used to travel at that time to high Himalaya, hidden Himalaya, Indian part of Himalaya, Nepal part of Himalaya. I have never been to Everest, but I have been to many places of Nepal. And Indian Himalayan peaks, I have went to many peaks, which is having spiritual significances with different masters. So I am deeply connected with Himalaya, river Ganges, all the rivers in Himalaya. I felt that was a homecoming. So I am very deeply connected to India and Himalaya. And thereafter, I used to live in that hidden place. Then I met one American philosophy professor of Fairfield University. She was visiting India to attend a philosophical conference in Calcutta. So she incidentally visited where I used to live in the woods. She visited one of the ashram where she was told that if you came to this city, that city called Puri, it is in the eastern part of India, southeastern part of India, where Jesus has visited that city. And a written document is there. So she was guided by some of the ashramites to visit that hidden place where I used to live. Then we saw each other. Then she talked to me. Then we don't have any communication for 1 year. Then I never used to check my email also on those days. But surprisingly, that day I checked my email. Her email was there. She is again in India to attend another spiritual conference in Bangalore, another IT city. So she want to see me. Then she tried to bring me to US. But my English was not good. It was not my mother tongue. So when I faced the visa interview, I was rejected because my English pronunciation was not understood by interviewing officer. Then I said goodbye, I don't want to come, which is not welcoming me. Why so again? But due to her intervention, her intelligence, and again I cooperated with her. And in the meantime, my certificates, everything was scattered here and there. So thanks to that lady, professor, who organized my certificates in India. It was very difficult for her. And then she went to consulate authority. Then I was allowed visa. Then I came here. Then when I came here, I don't like the place. I thought that where I am. So it was completely different country, different people. And many people was thinking I am crazy because I used to dance in the street. And so they used to think this man must be crazy, need medical assistance. So I I was invited to her college. I used to teach little meditation, but my heart used to be in Himalaya, in India, to the dusty streets of India, which I love very much. Then I used to stay 3, 4 months here, 7, 8 months in India. So, but during the COVID time, I was not allowed to go to India. So forcibly I stayed here 3 months. Then I met few nice people, those who are looking for their journey, looking for peace, looking for love, looking for celebration, and wants to solve their own problem. So I felt it is my assignment to share my experience with those individuals if I am any use for them. Then this is the my purpose of life, rest of life. So thereafter I started teaching. Incidentally, I was invited to conduct a 3 days retreat near Hollowell. What was the place? Gardener. And 3 days I have conducted that retreat. Many individuals, many souls, they felt very happy and they celebrate my presence and my guidelines and my approach, how an individual can attain his own source directly without middleman. So my first word, my mode of teaching is nature, love, celebration.